Hi there, English 101 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg, and I just wanted to take this time to welcome you to week 10. And the purpose of this video is just to make sure you understand what you're being asked to do during this coursework for week 10. I do want to take some time to acknowledge the fact that office hour wise, as I'm sure you've probably heard by now, the Somerset Community College has asked all faculty to work from home. So I'm making this video from the confines of my home, but it does not change the fact that I am keeping my office hours on the home front. So what this means for you is that if you have any questions about anything, you're always welcome to send me an email. I will respond to your email within 24 hours. It's a different situation that we're in the world and in our community, but I feel confident that we will all get through this together. I do want to let you know before we get started that advising has started for both summer and fall 2020, and the college is open. Most of us are working from home, but you should be making contact with your academic advisors so that you can begin the registration process. So I just wanted to put that out there so that you can begin the process of registering for courses. So with that being said, I am in our Blackboard page. I'm going to click on the course content. We're going to go ahead and get started in the Week 10 folder. So as always, we're going to start top to bottom. So let's take a look at the coursework sheet. It's presented to you as both a Word document and a PDF. So let's just pull up the PDF and we can, again, look at that together. We're following up on what you were introduced to last week, which was the summary essay. It's not new information. The same information was presented to you in the Week 9 folder, but you should look it over. The big task that's due this week is the summary essay draft plan. So we're going to take a look at that, and I'll go over it with you in just a moment. So those are the things that you're working through this week. Now, reading-wise, I've presented you again, and this isn't new information, with a handout on how to write a summary. It is a PDF, so you can open that up and take a look. And I really like this because it gives you not only the information on how to prepare to write it, but it gives you a sample passage, and it shows how you can work through a summary, and it shows how the writer has actually done that. Handout from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill Writing Center that gives you information about summary writing. I think you'll find that helpful. Biggest thing about summary writing is that you're condensing the information from the original source. And not only that, you're using your own original language, so you don't want to be quoting from the original passage. The assignment sheet is right here, just so you're clear. Now, the essay is not due this week, but of course you are responding to Naomi Klein's From No Logo. It's 2 to 3 pages is what I'm looking for. And so only the draft plan's due this week, not the essay. So please note that. And there is a difference between the two. The draft plan we'll open up in just a moment is going to be treated as an assignment score worth 10 points. It is designed to make sure you're getting your ideas together ahead of next week's due date for the essay. So draft plan, different from the essay. Only the draft plan is due this week. But again, I'll let you take a look at the assignment criteria on your own. Here's the draft plan. It's a little different than what you've probably seen before, where you're being asked to just type your name. The first part of the draft plan, don't forget to do that. It's right here in the highlighted part, where you're being asked to identify Klein's main argument or her thesis. You're putting that into your own words, so please note that. And there's some space below to do that. Really, a single sentence will do the trick for the first part of the draft plan. You'll notice you have these little blocks in the rest of the draft plan. So the first one says to note the biographical information regarding Klein. And so you're just going to fill that in. You can draw from the class notes in addition to what the information you're going to find at the start of the article. The second block, the third part of the draft plan, is really the hardest part in terms of development, because you need to go through and break the article down one section at a time. And I'm really looking for you to fill in this block. And I've had some instances in the past where students have actually gone beyond the space in the block. This block will push out if you type further into it. So, like if you go down, type all the way down to the bottom, it will expand as you need it to do so. The last block is about how you feel Klein's key points contribute to your thesis. How does she show awareness of audience? You can't go into a whole lot of that in a summary since you're sticking primarily to only what's in the article, but it will help your understanding ahead of working on the essay next week. So this draft plan is designed for you to just be able to type right there in it, type your response right there in the draft plan, then you're going to save it. And again, this is what the major task is for this week. All right, so back to the week 10 folder. Once you get your draft plan done, and it's going to take you some time to work through it because you're going to need to really pick apart Klein's article to work through that draft plan. But once you have it done, please note that Sunday by 11:59 p.m. is your deadline. You're going to go into the submission forum. You're going to click Browse My Computer, pull up your draft plan from the save destination, and that's actually where you're going to submit your essay. You can leave comments here if you want to, but it's certainly not required to do that. You're, again, using Browse My Computer, then submit to send it to me. All right, listen, I think that's it. If you have questions as you're working this week, you can always click the email Mr. Bloomingberg tab and shoot me a message, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you need anything at all, again, reach out, but I'm going to go ahead and close up shop here. Good luck as you work through the Week 10 coursework, and keep healthy out there.